Hi y'all. Thank you for joining Robinflying Crochet. I don't think I said it in my second video, but anyway, this is the third video that I am shooting out of four on May the 26th. I am actually now talking about my shawl. I have been working on this for a while. It is from the Happy Crafter Homemaker, and I was listening to books as I was actually doing it, which I still am doing, just not as much as I'd like to do. But anyway, here I am with my shawl, and I wanted this. Now this is not the exact pattern of Happy Crafty Homemaker. She gives you the pattern on YouTube, and did make one exactly to her pattern. Just I didn't use the same yarn. I used number 3, and I used a different hook, but I did follow the pattern, and that was fine. Real simple pattern. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll post it in links. But then she had come back and said one of the people that had joined in making the shawl with her had suggested making it so you put your arms through it. So that is what I'm doing right now, as I am working on putting armholes in it. So it takes me a little bit longer to kind of think, because I'm trying to control the colors, but not necessarily control the colors. And I had 3 balls of yarn, and I kind of like had to separate them out to do that. So now I'm down to have them in my basket, and it's one of those, do I work all that color at one time? Do I work out of that ball and then switch over to the next color? You know what, I'm doing it as I get there. Making up the decisions. So that's what I'm doing. I did have my letter B book with this. It's been a while since I've actually done anything with it because, of course, I've had my hand surgery, I've had my neck surgery. So, anyway, and I read my first book, and I cannot remember what it was. It was letter A. And like that first book, I got the second book. I don't like it. I forget what the title of the book is, but I don't like it. I will have to figure out what the actual title of the book is and let you guys know when I bounce over to the next book. I had already picked out Cold Blood, I think, is what, or Cold something, is what I think this book is. For some reason, I remember A. I don't remember B. Oh, B was something with bones. This is definitely C. It is Cold something. And I just don't like it. It's by C.J. Box. I don't know. I couldn't like pinpoint what it is that I don't like about the book. But with the other 2 books, I was like, I really want to listen to these. And I would turn around and get the TV over to the kids, and I would listen to them. And I really would sit there and just crochet away on whatever I was working on. It didn't really matter whether it was a shawl or not. And I wanted to hear the book. No, not having it with this one. So I did pick out the D, but I think because I've had it for so long, I'm going to just return it to the library, because that's what I'm using, is books out of the library. And I will turn around and go back and pick out another D book. So I will present that book next time, let you know what I'm doing with it, whether I hate it, like it, or whatever. So, that being said, the past 2 Saturdays, or at least the past Saturday, I have worked on my shawl, and just my shawl. We've also had some other issues besides just me having surgery. I don't know if I had shared that my husband had turned around and had a retina tear. He's blind in one eye. He's legally blind in one eye due to an infection. But then he turned around and had a retina tear 3 days before I was supposed to go in for my thyroid surgery. And he did it on Monday, and I was having thyroid surgery on Friday. And he was supposed to be my caretaker, my driver home, and all this other stuff. So it kind of like threw a wrench into everything. So, but lights really affect him, and I have a small LED light in my area to work by, and that light would blind him trying to watch TV, just take out all sight altogether. So then we tried another light that was in front of me, and it's the same thing. It blinds him and causes so he can't see. And so what we found is I have to actually sit behind him in our dining room. It's our schoolroom is what it basically is turned into, our schoolroom playroom. And I don't have a problem with that. I have no problem sitting behind him and doing stuff. But I just didn't want to move the CD player. And if I liked this book, I would have moved the CD player. It's not that hard to do. It's basically get down on the floor, unplug it, pull it out, take it over. I have a whole other outlet over there. It wouldn't have been an issue. But I did not enjoy the book, so I did not have a desire to do this. So, that being said, guess what didn't happen? So, needless to say, I'm still working on the shawl. Let me show you where I am. I have a stitch marker holding it. I just got to find it. It's a stitch marker that Little Bits of Yarn sent me. So cute. And I had an issue with it because my grandson had knocked over something in my house, and I thought I had lost this one. And then I pulled out the shawl, and there it was, and I was so much happier. Anyway, so let's see if I can see where it is. I gotta put my glasses on this so I can see it. It's somewhere around here. I just gotta figure out where it is so I can show it to you. There it is. Okay, so there's my stitch marker. Now, I wish to tell you that I had been down here in this right here. I had worked from there to all the way down here. The last time I had actually recorded something. And I was crocheting along, and I found out I had a mistake. So and actually this was even farther down, and I found a mistake. And I actually had to go back to here to fix the mistake. And what had happened was, and I didn't realize I had done it, was I had started to include another one of these lines all of a sudden for no apparent reason. So, and it was actually over, I think it was here. I think it was actually literally here, where I had to go back to fix it, to catch it, but I had started down. So, then of course at that point I went through and actually separated all my yarn, since I had to take it back so far, so I could use some control of the yarn. So that is what I did. That's where that is. Still working on it. Still have to pick a book to finish for letter D. I just did not particularly care for the book that I'm listening to. So since I've announced it, I'm going to actually put it back in its case, take it back to the library. I'm going to return my letter D, and I will pick out a different letter D, and I will work with that and see how I enjoy that one. So until next time you see me, we'll see how I go. I got to change my stitch marker on there so I know where I've been, so I can show you if there's any progress. Hopefully I will find a book that I really like. I'm hoping so. So thanks for listening. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I will accept creative criticism. If you want to give me a thumbs down, that's fine. Then over here, of course, you want to subscribe if you like my videos so that you can get all my videos that actually I get to do. So like today is May 26th. You won't actually see this till I think June 2nd, but I'm putting out 4 videos today. So until next time, thanks.